views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of WTJX, its board, staff, or underwriters.
Good day and welcome to Ability Radio. My name is Kishma B. Francis. I am one of your hosts. Ability Radio is brought to you by the Disability Rights Center of the Virgin Islands. We have two locations, one on St. Croix and one on St. Thomas. And hopefully you heard our part one where I spoke with Jacqueline Greenidge-Payne and Kami Mead and also Don O'Brien. And we were talking about the Mobile Integrated Healthcare Program, community program. Well, here's part two. So first off, if you didn't know or you don't know who Jackie is, I'm going to have her give a brief introduction. But before she does, I want you to know that she's a 2024 Vanguard Award recipient. Jackie, just introduce yourself to the community one more time.
A blessed good afternoon to my community. I am Jacqueline Greenidge-Payne, and I serve as the Director for the State Office of Emergency Medical Services, where I oversee the Mobile Integrated Healthcare Community Program.
And we have Kami Mead. Kami, can you introduce yourself to the community one more time?
Good day again. My name is Kami Mead. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I work with Jackie with the Mobile Integrated Healthcare team.
And we have Don O'Brien. She's no stranger to the Disability Rights Center of the Virgin Islands. Don?
Hi, everyone. I'm the advocate or one of the advocates with Disability Rights Center, the VI.
And in our prior conversation, part one, we talked about the Mobile Integrated Healthcare Community Program. We also talked about who qualifies, which is everyone who receives services, but it's on a referral basis. But what we want to talk about now is just how can other organizations get involved with helping you guys or assisting? I know money is needed. Money is always needed. But anything else that you can think about?
Well, we also, I would say, like, for instance, Dr. Owens. We have a few patients of ours that's in the program, and she works with us with helping, us to develop certain things, any ideas that she have, she brings across and share with us so that we can make sure that our mobile integrated healthcare program becomes, successful and have some support out there. But anybody in the listening audience that would like to come out and reach out, because these people in the community, they need a family. And we are the family. We are the family that's part of the village that's going to make sure that these individuals in their last days can live a productive life. So if you're out there and you want to assist us, volunteer with us, we would give you the free first aid, CPR, AED training, and you could come out and help us and, just to help move a patient, lift a patient, move something. That goes a long way. To come and just sit and have a conversation with them, read a story for them, watch their favorite picture with them. That will go a long way.
And in part one, we talked about how the team goes above and beyond to the point that they mow the lawn, they help clean the person's house. They even go on the roof to put the tarp on the person's house. So this team goes above and beyond. So, just volunteers would be needed just to assist them with going above and beyond. But I really want you guys to just share a success story. So if you can share a success story and then Kami share a success story, that would be great, because we need to just put this into context where our listening audience can really relate.
So I'm going to share a MIH success story. So when we went out on the first day in 2017, we found an individual in their home, had family members, but was a quadriplegic and had bed sores and different things. We took care of that individual and we went there 7 days a week. and took care of the individual, who then recommended another individual who had some decubitus ulcers, which is the same thing, bed sores. And we took care of that individual. It was so serious at that time that we had an ambulance parked in my yard. So when the MIH patients would call us, we would go out and take care of them so that the 911 ambulance don't have to be disturbed. And so we took care of the second patient that was connected by the first patient I was talking about. And the lady died a couple years after. But I want to tell you that you don't have to be blood to be family. Up to this day, this lady daughter, and I mean just the thank you, just the hug, this lady daughter comes every week to my office. She brings a bucket full of star fruits. If it's kennak, if it's soursop, if it's breadfruit, if it's green fig. And I say, but Miss So-and-so, why do you continue to bring all this stuff? She says, Jackie, you're my sister. I says, oh my God, I'm your sister. She says, I was my mom's only child.
Wow.
And you helped me to take care of my mom until my mom passed. And so I cannot lose the connection with you. So I'm telling you, each one, reach one, teach one, help one. And we're here to empower a community. People, you're out there, get involved. You can donate to us. One of the things that we need is medical supplies. Help us out.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. That's an awesome story. I mean, whew. Kami.
Yeah. So, most of our patients do not have family. They don't have any support. So it's really hard to think of just one. But one certain lady comes to my mind whenever I think about this question. She had 2 children. They both passed. She has no family on island whatsoever. And she has dementia. She lives alone and doesn't have anybody there really that checks on her or helps to take care of her. And we started seeing her, and we help her with medication management, and we come out and see her every week. And every single time we come, we hear the story about her son and her daughter that passed. And she says, every single visit, God sent you all in replace of my children to look after me. And she says, you're my loving children. And I mean, this is day to day for us. Every single day we get these amazing compliments, and there's nothing that can compare to that. Another instance is I have a patient that's blind and doesn't feel real well as with his fingers, and he was not able to use his phone. And he's blind and he lives alone and he has no family, no friends, nobody that checks on him. So I was able to get him an iPhone, and I'm currently teaching him how to use Siri so that he's independent in using a phone.
Wow. And that's what I mean. They go above and beyond. They literally go above and beyond to assist these clients, these patients, their family, right? Let's call it what it is. And I know Dawn has been on the road, and I know Dawn probably has a story.
Well, I just wanted to piggyback on one of the things that Kami had mentioned with the gentleman who's blind and now has a cell phone. I mean, all of these little steps make these individuals their own self-advocacy advocates, meaning that they become independent because they're either getting an adaptive technology, they're getting wheelchairs, they're getting a new cane, they're getting these devices that can make them whole. And I think that's the most inspirational part of it, because a lot of these people, they may just need something very simple in their lives to just be able to conduct business and live a quality life. So we've been able to reach out to VIU Said. They have a program where they share wheelchairs and other devices. And it's great to see, again, these allies connecting with the MIH to make people whole. So that's the piece I wanted to just contribute to the conversation.
And I just wanted to reiterate that they sometimes do this out of their pockets. Out of their pockets. They use their own money.
Mm-hmm.
So, heavy conversation because this is a mobile integrated healthcare team. How many people are in the team?
Just 4.
Just 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And I'm sitting here thinking it's a whole army of people. It's just 4 mighty people.
And so we're waiting to get funding so that we can increase the team. And that way we do have a pending, Kami could tell you, we have a pending list of patients. We don't want to spread ourselves thin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that we're just showing up. We want to show up where we can give our all and do the best. So we want to empower and expand our team members.
Wow. So you know what? 4 mighty people. 4. Okay. And they're doing all of this for individuals that need them. This is such a meaningful, cost-effective program, but why do you think it's not getting much traction in the community?
Well, I think, and I could be wrong, but people in the community knows about it. But the people in the community that needs to know about it might not know about it.
Yeah. That's right. And the funding and the fact that it's only 4 mighty people, so I would love to see this expand to St. Thomas and St. John.
Let me tell you, girl, we already been getting the calls. I even had retired nurses on St. John and St. Thomas, Miss Jackie. Just call me when you're ready. We're going to connect you. We're excited for you to come, and we're excited too to want to go and help the people.
Yeah, because especially St. John it feels like they've always been forgotten. And when Don and I have been over there to the senior center, we've seen a lot of seniors where, did you check on this one? Did you check on that one?
Very close-knit.
Very close-knit. But what you guys do here at St. Croix with this MIH program is you're trying to put more glue in the word community. To me, that's what I'm thinking. So,
well, you know what that people didn't think about is that we get on the radio and we get all over and we talk all kind of thing. We need to stop talking about it. We need to be about it, because today or tomorrow, look at me. Who would think I'm 61 years old?
You don't look it. No,
okay.
Ma'am.
But what I'm saying is every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, we're getting older. And so why not put something in place that if we need it or our family need it, that is there, that we could just reach out and touch.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I love it. Not only is something that is a gift that the community could give and keep giving. And I think just the community involvement would help. Okay, Don, there you are.
Well, I think one other thing, I feel that the people who are empowered to do maybe need to come out and see and witness for themselves, because there's just talking about the program doesn't really, give it the all. We 4 people who are doing all of this work, but I think when you connect with the clients, you see how they experience the service, how absolutely grateful they are. That's when it clicks. You can't just get that in words. You have to actually experience that. So I think the people, the powers that be, may need to have a little visit to see what exactly the program is doing and how people are impacted. So
I agree.
A road trip is due.
A road trip is due, but we can't fit everyone on the road trip. However, I think this conversation that we're having now, it's very necessary because like I told you, I did not know it was only 4 people. You made it sound like it was an army, but I didn't realize it was 4 mighty people doing this kind of work. Wow. What else would you like to share with the public regarding your work, your clients, service providers, anything, any information?
Well, honestly, I don't know what else we can share besides to let the community know that we're here and we stand ready and proud to serve.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
I would love to see. If you're listening and you have neighbors that that don't have family, don't have friends, please reach out to them, check on them, make sure that they have the things that they need. They have food, they have water, make sure that they're seeing their doctors, anything that you can think of.
And I know, Jackie, you talked about donations of medical supplies. Where can they drop them off, or who can they contact, or any information?
Well, right now, we're not in the office. We're working from home, but they're going to be moving our trailer lower down in Richmond. So, but they can contact us at 340-690-6215, and we'll come out.
Awesome. Awesome. And volunteers too. Volunteers are needed because, like I said, they do everything. They do everything. And you said you would willing to train in first aid?
Yeah. And the reason I said that is I had a pastor reach out to me and asked me to come a Sunday to the church and make a presentation to the church. Many of his congregation, they don't have any medical training, but they want to come out, and they heard about the program, and this is how they heard about the program. One of our current patients that's in the program used transport service to take them to appointment, because we would set up for a transport service to take them to the specialty appointments. And the transport didn't come back for the client. So this lady took our patient home, and so she went to talk to her pastor about our program. And so the pastor got my number and reached out to me, but he never got me. And I was asked to come a day to speak to the Rotary Club. And then when I started making the presentation, the guy was sitting next to me and he says, "I've been calling you." And so that's how I was able to go there. And then I met the lady who gave the story as to taking our client home. And so we're going to teach them the first aid and the CPR and do an overview with bloodborne and airborne pathogen, because you're coming in other people's house, and we will work with our commissioner so we have a waiver that they can volunteer, be able to help. And then that's a gift we're giving them, that they can help themselves and people within their family. So that's another avenue that we're looking at.
I love it. Dawn, I know you have your wheels turning in your head, because the first thing I want to know is, when is this going to happen at St. Thomas? Okay. Because I am a caregiver. I care for my parents, and it would be great to have that training, the first aid training, CPR training, when his nurses used to come to the house, it would be like, I'm trying to peek to see what's actually going on, but just information. And the training is necessary. Dawn,
just wanted to point out that Jackie also does a CPR training for high school students.
Oh.
Can you share some of that?
Yes. So through the Emergency Medical Services Program, since 2010, Dr. Bauer at Central High has been inviting me to do the first aid CPR AED training for her health students. So it empowers them, and not only empowers them, but it helps them that when they go to college, They have this certificate that would make them marketable. I can come in your facility, in your workplace, and I could help save a life in here while I'm performing your duty. And Dawn didn't tell you she had the opportunity to be one of my students.
No, she did not. Okay.
And she was a phenomenal teacher. So thank you.
Wow. So when are you, I'm going to ask again in a different way. When are you going to do it on St. Thomas for us caregivers?
Well, we would have to set that up. I've been back and forth. I just came back last week from St. Thomas when they did the ADA Expo. Because the day after the ADA Expo, I did 2 days there at the gym upstairs in the classroom. Yes, I did. We are also part of our Office of EMS through the Department of Health and Mental Health. We are working with them and HIDA, the High Intensity Drug Trafficking Unit, and we are educating the first responders, and especially the law enforcement, in the OPI campaign. But why teach you to just give Narcan when if that Narcan don't work and that person don't breathe, 4 to 6 minutes, you're clinically dead if you don't get oxygen. And so we taught them the CPR and first aid, and so it's all combined.
Wow, I didn't even know about that. But okay, I will be reaching out because I think it's needed. The first aid and the CPR, it's needed. And I've seen instances where instead of knowing what to do, I panic when it comes to my parents. So that probably would have been helpful. So Dawn, you've ridden with the team. You've seen them day to day. You've experienced the looks on the clients' faces when they see Kami or they see, Jackie. How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's a given. It's, for me, again, I think it's been a privilege to really participate in the program and to witness all of these experiences, to see the transformation, to see individuals go from, having their wounds taken care of and then to become whole again, and for their families to be involved and thanking the staff for the work that they do. So it's a kind of a circular process. The community is being involved and getting involved in different methods, but through family, through the people who are in need. My only wish again is for it to trickle maybe upward so that there could be more funding so that this can become a widespread program. I mean, just imagine individuals who can get their one-on-one services that don't have to be in a hospital environment, can be recovering in the comforts of their home. It's just a very inspirational type of program, and I can't stop talking enough about it. I mean, everyone who I talk to, I talk about the program, the needs, the benefits, the necessity for assistance. And again, it's led by great people, a great person like Miss Payne.
Yes, definitely. Before we wrap up, I just want you guys to give your final thoughts. Jackie, 2024 Vanguard Award winner. And if you didn't hear the first conversation, this is the trailblazer, right? 35 years. And it's for women in the field of EMS. I mean, I'm blown away. So any final thoughts, Jackie?
Well, my final thought is I just want us to be able to love each other. Because one of the things that I realize is, people might say, oh my God, Miss Jackie, she rough, But it's not that. There are times I have to put on that strong head for that fight. But in the end, like I say, each one reach one. But we gotta love each other. We gotta remember, and for me, people who know me, when you see me around my patients, I'm a total different person. Because you don't know where they've been, what they went through. And just your personality can just change that. So, it's all about the presentation, the appearance, and how you're going to leave them and make them feel at the end of the day. Because it takes more to frown than it takes to smile. So with that, one love.
I love it. I love it, Kami. What's your final thought?
I just want to reiterate, we're a team of 4. We're doing all that we can. And, reach out to your neighbors, care for each other, and just love each other.
And she says a team of 4, but a team of 4 mighty people. I'm just saying, because they do a lot. Dawn, what are your final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts, again, they pretty much said it, but my final thoughts is that if it is that you want to make a difference in some capacity, please reach out to them. Again, they're always looking for extra hands, medical supplies, or just to call them and just tell them that they're doing great work. That makes all the difference. So I'm happy to be a part of the program. I look forward to going out on the road with them because it's just a gift that keeps giving. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. And this is my first opportunity to actually sit and talk to Jackie. She's always on the go, but she's always busy, but she's efficient. And I love it about her because, when we ask her something, she tells you right away. But volunteer. Please volunteer. The MIH program, they're looking for volunteers if you are able. Donations, always necessary. But we want to continue to help our community. And what these 4 mighty people are doing, it could be done with so many more people. So, my name is Kishma B. Francis. I am one of your hosts on Ability Radio. And once again, Ability Radio was brought to you by Disability Rights Center of the Virgin Islands. I would love to thank Jacqueline Greenidge-Payne and Kami Mead. And also Dawn O'Brien, who's no stranger to having conversations with me on the air. Disability Rights Center, located on St. Thomas and St. Croix. And we can be found on our website, www.drcvi.org, phone number 772-1200.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of WTJX, its board, staff, or underwriters.